So I've been thinking through some of the things I want to change about this new 3D printed version of the Poplight design. So far, I'm really happy with all of it. The battery fits in pretty well. The electronics fit in snug. The LiPo charger needs a little bit more room, so that's going to be a modification. But for the most part, I like all of this. I think the inside I'm going to raise up just a little bit, so the rounded edge of this battery is cut off by the inner layer. But the parts I know that I want to change and reprint out before I start milling any of the acrylic are this battery cable. I want to be able to run over to the LiPo charger, but there's not a good way of doing that at the moment. And then the electronics are just sitting in here, but there are no mounts on the inside of this to screw them down. So what I worked on a little bit tonight was going through and adding those things in. So now I've got a little cable run over on the side for the battery cable to run to the LiPo charger, and then I add in the mounting points for the LiPo charger and the circuit board. I think of eventually in the final version of this, I will end up doing a custom circuit board with the ESP32 because there's not really a whole lot that I need from this dev board, and it's taking up a big footprint that's not completely necessary. But for this prototype, I think that's going to be fine. So it's going to be the base, the electronics, and then I'm going to use the Cricut to cut a cardstock outline of the interior, so that once all the electronics are mounted in, I could place the cardstock over top and then mount the LEDs to that. And then from there, the 2 layers of acrylic will be added in, which I need to cut on the X-carve. So there'll be that diffusion layer, and then there'll be the LED layer on top. Let's see, it's easier to see that way. So that LED layer on top, which will theoretically be flush with it. So yeah. So next steps are to print out the changes to the case and see how they go.